The Henry Alphonse and husband's family is saddened to announce the passing of Agatha Neola Henry, originally from Vieux and Lance Road in Castries. She resided in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. She passed away on Tuesday, 13 December 2022, in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. She was 91 years old. Left to mourn her daughters, Vern Henry in Lance Road, Beverly Henry Felix in LaClary, Gail Duncan in Pennsylvania, Charmaine Henry Peart in Ottawa. Two sons, Melvin Henry in Bonterre, Winston Henry in Nassau, Bahamas. One brother, Lanes Alphonse in Canada. Grandchildren, Vernell Henry in Lafayette, Glenn Henry in Connecticut, Yannick Duncan in New York, Kezia Duncan in Pennsylvania, Cora Duncan in Pennsylvania, Christy Henry in Nassau, Kelsey Ann Julian and Kevin Henry Peart in Canada. Great-grands, Jalen and Kaylee Henry in St. Lucia, Christopher and Gabriella Duncan in New York, Noah Henry in Connecticut. Nieces, Marilyn Sutherland and family in Radway, Dewey Fredericks in Sunny Acres, Madrina Alexander in Canada, Eonthe Husbands in Tapia, Renee Husband de Myers at Tapia, Caroline Trudell in Canada, Laurie Alphonse in Canada. Nephews, Kenny Husbands, her godchild in Canada, Adrian Girodi in Canada, Lynn Weeks in the BVI, Brian Weeks in Florida. Cousins, Cynthia Williams and family in Cicero, Agnes and Peter Josie and family in Cap Estate, Bonnie Anthony in the UK, David Elwin in Vieux, Diane Scotland and family in Castries, Johnson and Joycelyn Martha in the US, Felicite Julian and family in St. Croix, Dolores Daniel and family in St. Croix, Albert Martha and family in St. Croix, Shirley Clovis and family in California, Madeleine Duncan in LaClary, sons-in-law, Stanley Felix in LaClary, John Duncan in Pennsylvania, Vernon Peart in Canada, Benny Hippolyte in Lafayette, daughters-in-law, Annalie Henry in Bonterre, Carlise Henry in Nassau. Also left to mourn, Nathalbert husbands and family, Deacon Errol Frederick in Sunny Acres, Basil Sutherland in Rodney Bay, Lisa and Anthony Samuels in New York, Roseanne Jean-Louis in New York, Noelisa Silas and family in North Carolina, Peter and Nicole Grant in New York, the Shulmine family in Lance Road, the Duplessis family in Vieux, Kingsley St. Hill and the St. Hill family in Vieux, the Henry family in Vieux and Grass Street, Cecilia Barbie Louis in Castries, Christian Moses and family in Saltibus, Annette Wilkie of the Morn, residents of Jesse Street in Vieux and the neighborhood at Lance Road in Castries. Special thanks to Patricia Charles in Canada for her special love and assistance during her short illness, and many other family members and friends. The funeral of the late Agatha Neola Henry will take place on Thursday, 12th January 2023 at 2 p.m. at the Lady of Fatima Church in Laclary, and the body will be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, Vidbotei, Castries. May she rest in eternal peace.